So I started singing at a senior facility. So I had worked at IT for 22 years. And when I stopped working there, I started, in my free time that I had, I was started singing on Tuesdays at a assisted living facility. And after I would get done singing, I would go around the room and talk to everybody, at least for a few seconds. I would try to shake everyone's hand or touch them on the shoulder. Some people, or just say hi. Some people don't like to be touched at all, and you get to know the people. But as I talked to the people that did respond, they would say, I'd say, hey, this place is lovely. It's a really nice place. And some of them would say, well, this wasn't the place I would have picked. The salesperson was really pushy, or my daughter liked the salesperson, but I liked the one down the street. And I started, hearing them say that, and it kind of stuck with me. Like, I wish I could have helped them beforehand, but I didn't, you know, I didn't know the situation that they were in. And my parents are like in their 70s now, so they're starting to get up there. But I hadn't been in the spot where I had to place my parent in assisted living. I was, that's when I was learning that these people do go through a lot. And a lot of times they would reach out to these big companies who would put them on a huge mailing list. They would say, oh, I want the price. They'd go online and they would go to a website and they would say, hey, I'll tell you the prices of all this is living in your area. Just give me your contact info. The minute they put it in, within 5 minutes, these poor seniors said their phones were blowing up, and people just wouldn't stop calling. And a lot of times, that's why family would just put them into one because they were just tired of all the calls. So it was just a rush thing, because these big companies would just sell their contact info to all the assisted living homes in the area, and then get a kickback. Once the person was placed. So then I started realizing that I want to help these people go into homes, and so actually, and that's when I met you, and we met. You said you were just finishing up a book. Actually, you were talking about the book at a conference, and I said that I had really wanted to write a book, and we kind of connected there.
Yeah.
And then so I did co-author the book with you, and it's funny because we're kind of doing different things with it. I'm helping people, sparking conversations. When I start talking to them, a lot of people, and then they say, oh, my grandmother lives with me, or my husband's grandmother, or my husband's parents need to go into a home. And when I started the conversation, I said, you know what, actually, I've written a book. Let me send you a copy and I'll get their address. But it's kind of funny because a lot of things that they bring up, it's almost, you need to be a little bit marriage counselor, a little bit of everything, because these people start telling me, his grandma's been here so long, she's really got to get out, or something like that. And you're kind of in the middle. But a lot of times those conversations haven't started. Like, what are you going to do? Like every time it gets brought up, one of them will end the, we'll just won't want to discuss it. But I think it's easier with a third person there, so I'll go in, just kind of talk to them and tell them their options. And so I've started a placement service. So it's no cost to the people. I just get I'll get a referral fee from the companies once they are placed in the big homes or any homes.
Very cool.